Welcome. My name is Dr. Luz Huntington-Moskus, and I'm a nurse scientist with the AAIR study. This video will discuss your data from your AAIR Air Quality Monitor. To maintain your privacy, we will refer to you as participant 59. So let's begin. We're going to review your data, and the data is captured in a 2-hour interval. So all the points that you see are 2-hour intervals. As we scroll down, we'll go to your total volatile organic compounds. And for this, we want your readings to be below 333 parts per billion. And that's the green line that you see here. So it looks like your monitor was above that for a pretty steady state the whole time. And when you first got it, it was quite high, close to 40,000. So you'll want to see if there's something happening in your indoor air environment or possibly outdoors where volatile organic compounds are coming into the home. So we'll look at that. A number of actions might increase your volatile organic compounds in the home, including your use of cleaning products, personal care products, perfume, hairspray, burning candles, diffusers, recent use of a printer. But this is pretty steadily high, so you'll want to know about the ventilation where you're at and what air is flowing in and out of your area. Now we'll scroll down to particulate matter. And here we have particulate matter, also known as PM2.5, and it's measured in micrograms per cubic meter, and we want it to be below 15. So the green line here is 15 micrograms per cubic meter. And you stay well below that most of the time, except for this short time on the 10th and 11th where you spike up to quite a bit, almost to 200 micrograms per cubic meter. So it says 106 here. So this is a spike here. Now, what causes or as a source of particulate matter might be smoking, vacuuming without a HEPA filter to capture the dust, cooking, fireplaces, wood burning stoves, so anything that'll put particles into the air. So you may want to think back in the calendar what was happening here on between the 10th and 11th. There might have been something that might have spiked up your particulate matter. Finally, we'll be here for your lung capacity. So you did a great job. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost 10 readings. Wonderful. And that really tells us a lot and gives us a lot of data. And you have some very nice flow curves here. So that's really nice to look at. So on the last page, we're looking at pulmonary function tests where you use your Zephyr-X home spirometer. We will review the FVC, FEV1, and the ratio of these two. So for your own knowledge, FVC, you'll see that up here as well as over here for the ratio. That means forced vital capacity, and that's the largest amount of air that you can forcefully breathe out of your lungs. In healthy individuals, 20 to 60 years old, the average values are 5.5 liters to 4.75 liters in males and 3.75 to 3.25 liters in females. For your FEV1, that's forced expiratory capacity in 1 second, and percent predictive value should be greater than 80%. And then finally, you have the ratio of these two, FEV1 over FVC, so you'll see the ratio column here. And you want that to be greater than 70 to 80%. So look here, you want the ratio, so the line here tells you information, and these are like 80, 70%, 80%, 90%, 100%. So that gives you a little bit of idea of the ratio. And you get more numbers down here in the best measurements column. So if we're looking at capacities up until just about 4 liters percent predicted, and then down here your best measurements, 3.81 is for forced vital capacity. And then here's the FEV1, and your percent predicted is above 80% here, so it's at 89%. So this gives us a good bit of information, and you'll see that the liters here are here, and then the ratio of the FEV1 FVC is here. And so thank you for the great and consistent data. It tells us a lot. And you can review these. If you should have more questions, you can always look up spirometry on websites like the American Lung Association or the Mayo Clinic. Now that we've reviewed your data, you may wish to consider some action steps to improve your indoor air quality, including green cleaning practices such as using vinegar, soap, and water for most cleaning in your home, and then but thinking about better ventilation, like the purposeful use of fans and opening your windows when weather allows to improve your indoor air quality. Thank you for your time, and please let us know if you have any further questions.